on guys, that gaming guy here, and the reason why there hasn't been a video in the past few days is because I've been working my ass off to get this Brock Lesnar card right here, the WrestleMania Brock Lesnar card, the best card in the game, what isn't pro'd. So, well, whether he's better than Bret Hart, that's debatable, but one of the, well, second best or the best card in the game, what isn't been pro'd. So I'm very happy that I've got this card. Was it worth the time? That's debatable. I really don't know. I did put a lot of time into it. It definitely would have been worth it if you get two, but like, you have to be in the top 5 to get two, and you're never going to do that, are you, unless you're putting money into the game. But we did finish in the 1,000 to 1,750 tier, or whatever you call it. So we did get the Brock Lesnar card and Survivor WWE Universe support card. So we have got the Brock Lesnar card now, that's the main thing. I'm very happy though, we did get it eventually. We did play about 2,000 games in the time in the time of that People's Champion. So 4 days we played 2,000 games. Originally we'd only played in the whole time of this game about 6,000 games. So that just shows how much time I put into getting this Lesnar card right here. And I'm glad I did it, to be honest. But I will have another video coming out today or tomorrow, and in the near future anyway, of me getting my Survivor Fusion. Hopefully we can get another Roman Reigns. So then we'll have a Survivor Fusion Pro, and that'll be great. Our King of the Ring is finished. Unfortunately, I was asleep when when this was being played, so I unfortunately couldn't do anything. But we won the one anyway, if I had been up. So Brock Lesnar Legendary Fusion Pro against Brock Lesnar Legendary, not gonna win. And then Roman vs Cena Survivor Fusion Pro, not gonna win, and we won the tag team. And then same again, we could have won the Divas there. What we would have had to need to happen is a tag team and a Divas match. That's the only chance we get at winning one of those games right there. But nevertheless, legendary pick right here, and we do get Triple H. So, not one of the best at all, but I'm not really looking for legendary cards. But speaking of legendary cards, I did pack another legendary card the other day. Probably I think he's the best legendary card you can get. Shawn Michaels, the first ever time I've had his card. I did pack him, and I did pack Bray Wyatt, as you saw in the last episode as well. So, playing 2,000 games, it turns out every 1,000 games you play, you get one legendary. I didn't get any survivors though, but that's because most of the time I was playing on Legendary Plus, making it easier for myself to win some games. But the main thing about this is that we got Brock Lesnar, and we're going to be playing some games with him. There he is. Brock Leslie, as I like to call him. 2,833 power, 2,817 toughness, speed 2,771, charisma 2,791. And then we have Nikki Bella, manager Freddie Blasted at WWE Universe Survivor, Roman Reigns, and then the tag team right there of Hulk Hogan and Chris Jericho. So, playing 5 games. Let's go for... who should we go for? We'll go for the easiest ones, just so we can show us winning some games. We'll go for that one. His record's quite equal. So, let's get it on the way, shall we? Right, power and toughness. Let's use that then. Nikki Bella. We're going to win that, as we did have the boost right there. Power, Brock Lesnar finishes it. Well, it should be anyway. The Beast Incarnate. There we go. Just won straight away. Brock Lesnar demolishing Cena right there. And then can we win this one? This will be interesting. Yes, we do. We beat 2 Survivor Fusion cards, as we do have the perfect chemistry between Hulk Hogan and Chris Jericho. So we get the win right there. So let's get on to the next one. As I had played so many games, I just leveled up Brock Lesnar as soon as I got him, because I was eager to see what his stats were, as we'd got so many cards over the times. I was just leveling up rare cards and saving them in my card decks, and just had loads of rare cards at the end. It did take quite a few to level him up to full, as you'd expect, him being level 50. And we do beat Rowdy Roddy Piper there with this WrestleMania card. So just showing how good this card is right here. Takes out a Survivor Pro card. Not one of the best, Rowdy Roddy Piper. He isn't one of the best, I know that, but still it's a Survivor Pro, isn't it? So 3 more games. So 3rd game here, we've won 2 so far. Can we keep a clean record? Let's find out. Solo match, Brock Lesnar. He's going to beat Dolph Ziggler. Legendary Pro Fusion. Tag team, Hulk and Chris Jericho. He's going to win there for us as well. There we go. It's going to be Roman and Nikki. It is Roman, and he does beat Daniel Bryan, Legendary Pro. So that's 3 games, 3 wins. So like I said, played 3 games, won 3 now. But there weren't that big of a difference in how hard it was to get the WrestleMania Brock and the WrestleMania card. So maybe that's why there's not that big of a difference in stats. What kind of disappoints me a bit. But I don't understand it either. Why you'd think a limited edition card like Brock Lesnar, there'd be a big difference in stats, as there is with, as you could see there, with the Gold Dust card. And then you look at normal Survivor cards, there's about 500, 600 stat difference there. Whereas with the normal WrestleMania cards, there's only 100 stat difference to Brock Lesnar's WrestleMania card. So maybe 2K need to sort that out, because I think they should maybe nerf the normal WrestleMania cards a bit then, because this morning when I was playing with Brock, I got beat on speed by Jey Uso. What's understandable in some ways, that Brock isn't a fast guy and that's his lowest stat, but then again I'd still expect Brock to be beating a normal WrestleMania Jey Uso card, you know what I mean? So he should be, I'd understand if it was a WrestleMania limited edition Jey Uso, but not a normal WrestleMania card. I don't think that's fair, to be honest, that a WrestleMania Jey Uso, just a normal one, can beat Brock limited edition on speed. So yeah, I think 2K should sort that out, because in the Survivor limited edition ones, there was always a big difference in stats between a normal Survivor and a limited edition one. As like I said, Goldust being an example there, and he's probably the worst Survivor limited edition card you could have got out of all of them. I mean, if you think of some of the Survivor cards that have been in the time that Survivor cards were the best, if you think about them, there's been The Rock, Undertaker, loads of cards, Hulk Hogan, you know, so I think they should sort that out, and I think they should sort it out quick, because I think that's unfair. That I've put a lot of time into that, and Brock's only 100 stats better. So whether they increase Brock's stats, if they're going to do it, or decrease the WrestleMania card stats, and we do get an ultra rare right there, Lana. If they increase Brock's stats, or they decrease the WrestleMania card stats, I think they should do that quickly. What probably they'd do, if anything, was decrease all of the WrestleMania card stats, because if the WrestleMania card on Brock's stats get better, people might complain like, oh, I would have tried harder if his stats were better than Daniel Bryan's. So yeah, but then again, if they change all the WrestleMania card stats, it's going to take a lot longer to do, and there'll be more complaints, obviously, that people are upset that their WrestleMania cards have been decreased in value. So, I mean, they have done it before. I remember with Batista, Super Rare Pro back in the day. I think he got a decrease in stats. I don't think he got an increase. I think he got a decrease. He may have got an increase for, but there were some cards what got buffed and which some cards got decreased. So they have done it before. It's nothing new. So I think they should do that again, definitely. Just tweak them a bit because it is a new card and you can't expect everything to be perfect. So that one ain't even leveled up, John Cena. Yet he's only about 300 stats off Brock Lesnar's power, and Brock Lesnar's power is his best stat. So just another example right there, and I think it's not right in some ways. And if you guys do agree, I think you should like the video and just show me that you agree with me, or just comment down below that you agree with me in that sense and that they should do something about it. So also guys, comment down below what you got in the People's Champion. I'll be interested to see how many of you guys put time into it, as it was the first People's Champion with legendary WrestleMania cards in, not legendary. Rock. And it's very hard to get out of the Survivor Plus tier. I mean, I got the Roman Reigns card, and I thought that'd shoot me up quite a lot when I got the Roman Reigns Survivor Fusion. And then thinking that I was getting one of the best WrestleMania cards out there, and the only one who could beat him is Bret Hart, I thought I'd definitely be getting out of Survivor Plus, but it's only put me about halfway in Survivor Plus. So whether they need to sort some out there or not, I don't know. I mean, look here. I'm about halfway through Survivor Plus, and I've got one of the best cards in the game. And it's not like my other 4 cards are shit. I mean, Legendary Pros, they're not exactly good. But it's hard to get Survivor Pros, and the thing I'm going to be doing after I've done this fusion is I'm going to be making another fusion. Yeah, I'll be doing another fusion using that WWE Universe card, but when I run out of Survivor cards, I'm going to be making some Legendary Fusion Pros, hopefully. So that'll shoot me up a bit more as well. So we cocked up there, we should have pressed Brock, but we do have a solo match, so we can redeem ourselves, and Brock does win that. So one more game left for you guys. Make sure to like the video if you have enjoyed it, and make sure to share it to your friends if you want to show them the stats on the Brock Lesnar card. And whether you think it's right or not, why don't you leave a comment and share your opinion with me. I'll also reply if you do. So last game, we're going to go for the hardest guy here, the one who's played the most, and his record's extremely good. So last game right here. Power and speed. We're not going to beat Roddy Piper right there, are we? No, we don't. I'm guessing the Roddy Piper before, he weren't leveled up fully, I'm guessing. So we do win that right there. Can we win this one? He looks like he has a WrestleMania card, but he does have a Christian to go with it. I think we might. Yes, we do. Ending on a win right there against a very good team. So make sure to drop a like if you did enjoy, guys, and make sure to subscribe for more WWE Supercard content and more content with this WrestleMania Brock Lesnar card right here. So thanks for watching, guys, and see you later. As you can tell, we're going to be doing a 200 card pack opening today, so let's get into it. Right, so here we go, guys. I've just had to change it to Survivor Plus. Oh, super rare. Haven't got a super rare for a while. Andre the Giant, Macho Man Randy Savage in there, AJ Lee, the Bruno Sammartino, what we did get from our last King of the Ring, and there goes Brie Bella, our Legendary Fusion, and goodbye Cesaro.